Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, For His Glory. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and jump right in, and we're going to talk about a word that was given to Kasey by the Lord.
Yes, whenever we were living in active addiction, the Lord really stopped me in my tracks and told me that where you are spending your money is the kingdom in which you are sowing. And I kind of looked in the Bible, and I actually was able to biblically back this up. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 and 8, it says, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. The one who sows to please his sinful nature, from that nature will reap destruction. The one who sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life." And I was like, oh my goodness, we've been buying drugs and alcohol, and those are some really bad things, and that sows into the kingdom of death.
Yeah, and as soon as I got home, Kasey told me, she was like, "Justin, the Lord gave me a Lord, and what we're using our money in is where our kingdom is, what we're sowing into the kingdom." And I started thinking, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, marijuana's not bad. It's medicinal. It's okay." Guys, and I've said this on last videos before, and I'll say it again. No, it's not.
Yeah.
And it's death, guys, because I started thinking, we're sowing into it. Where does most of our the marijuana come from that comes into the United States? It comes from the Mexican, the Mexican drug cartel. There's a lot of death. There's child trafficking that runs through there, drug trafficking. Law enforcement officers are being put in danger. People are dying from overdoses because not only are they moving marijuana, guys, but they're moving heroin and everything else.
Yeah,
cocaine.
when you're buying that stuff, you're actually investing into the problem.
Yeah, you're investing into that kingdom that is just causing death and destruction. And then I started thinking about alcohol. I thought, well, it's legal, it's not too bad. But then after I started thinking about it for a second, I realized that alcohol, there's DUIs, people driving drunk, injuring people, killing innocent people. There's domestic abuse and violence. A lot of that is stemmed from alcohol abuse.
Yeah,
and so
children are getting abused because of alcohol use.
Absolutely. A lot of bad things come from both of these. And those are the kingdoms that we are sowing into death and destruction, discord. It's all of the devil, guys.
Yes, so
it's all a work of the devil.
Making sure that we are sowing into the kingdom of life, and that's sowing into your church, sowing into your children, even if it's just time, spending time with your children.
Charities.
Local charities, things that can bring life to people, bring justification to people, and bring hope and peace to people. In Matthew 6, verse 21, it says, "For your treasure is where your heart will be also." And so where we're spending our money is where our heart is. And if we're spending our money on drugs and alcohol, then we are investing literally into an evil kingdom, and it's not going to lead to anything but death.
Yeah, and that's where our heart, and according to Matthew, in the book of Matthew, that's where our heart lies, is in death and destruction and just plain out evil, guys. It's nothing but a lie from the devil. Whenever they say, "Oh, these things are fine, alcohol's legal, use it in moderation." No, guys, we cannot. No, we need to be of sober minds.
Yes.
And that's including marijuana. It doesn't talk about it in the Bible, so some people try to justify it. But guys, it does. It does talk about it in the Bible. We are to be of sober mind. It's pharmakia. It's mind-altering stuff, and it's bad all the way around, from start to finish, from the time it's growing to the time it gets to your pipe or your joint. It's bad stuff, guys, and a lot of death and a lot of destruction comes in between that time period.
Yeah, from the growth to the selling it, there's also, law enforcement, like we said earlier. There's so many things that can go wrong.
So many people have died. And there's people that are died. Last year they found a graveyard from the drug cartel. There was almost 100 bodies laying in there, and it was all associated with drugs. We know it was. But also, not only the drug trafficking, like I said earlier, there's sex trafficking, everything else. There's so much death involved from the grow period to the time it gets to your lips, guys, and we got to think about that. Now you know.
Yeah, so make sure
you're sowing into bad ground.
Make sure your treasures are where you want them to be sown to.
Yeah, we got to keep our hearts clean. We got to keep our minds clean. We got to stay sober, guys.
Yep.
Got to stay sober for the Lord.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and I hope you found this word helpful.
Yeah, I hope you did.